A lot of people think playing video games is absolutely fine. And while in of itself, it is kind of absolutely fine. If you wish to be an impressive person, if you wish to be somebody who leads, somebody who inspires, somebody who does well in whatever endeavors that he partakes in, you cannot afford to play video games. And of course, you might chance upon it every now and then, every once a month or once every 2 months. Of course, when it comes down to that, it is completely fine. But if you tell yourself that you're going to do it in moderation and that it's fine to have this kind of balance and that it's fine to, play it sometimes when you feel like it, because it is completely fine to have some sort of escapism in your life, and everybody does. Well, that is not entirely false. If you have the mindset that it is completely okay at any time to play video games, what happens is every time things get difficult in your own life, every time there's an endeavor that you partake and you face some sort of resistance, the first thing you're going to do is procrastinate, because your dopamine receptors are so incredibly fried by video games that you feel like it is necessary to take a break by consuming video games when things get difficult or things get stuck. And that will lead you to procrastinate, that will distract you incredibly from your goals to such an immense manner. The little bit of resistance video games adds to every other aspect of your life, to the conversations you have because you're slightly more bored than you would be if you didn't play any video games, to your discipline, your diet, the allowance you give yourself to indulge whenever you feel like it, because it is okay to have some in moderation. It's just gonna make every other discipline pursuit in your life much harder to do. It's gonna make it much harder to study, to work hard, to sleep well, to staying focused, to having a conversation and staying present, to wanting to go out there and get some sunlight and exercise. It's going to add that just little bit of resistance, that 10% amount of difficulty to everything you do, because of how fried your dopamine receptors are and how easy it is to sit on your chair, open your PC and start playing video games. And that little bit of resistance will cost you your life, will cost you everything that you wish to pursue. It sounds like such a little thing, but it makes such a huge impact. And now I can sit here and lie to you that it is perfectly fine. And listen to me, dude. I love video games. I love story games. I played God of War Ragnarok. I played Ghost of Tsushima. I played Assassin's Creed, almost every single one of them. I love story games. They are absolutely beautiful. Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto. I can go on and on. Arkham Knight, Batman, fucking Souls. I played that shit like 4 times. Dude, I struggle myself as well. But I'm able to keep out of video games every month and only kind of relapse and have a day where I just completely fuck it and waste it away playing video games. But I'm only able to do that, to have that kind of balance in the long run, because I tell myself that it is not okay in moderation. It shouldn't be played. But I know that I would relapse eventually, but I don't even think about it. If I really want to play it, then I'll install everything back and play it for a bit and delete it afterwards. If you want to quit video games, what you do is very, very simple. You uninstall the game every time you're done playing it. And when you create that kind of resistance for yourself to have to reinstall the entire fucking game every time you want to play, that creates that little bit more friction that makes you that makes you think about whether you should even install the game back. The hassle just makes it a chore to have that kind of enjoyment. If you're somebody like me, you perfectly understand yourself that these in-game numbers are completely intangible to you and doesn't bring you any real fulfillment. While it is fun to sit down and play Minecraft with your friends and get some diamonds, you know that it doesn't add to your own life at all. And you know that it doesn't help you in any way, but make everything else in your life much harder to do. It is such a little thing, but if you wish to get ahead, if you wish to be more productive, if you wish to make progress in any area faster, quitting video games is an amazing thing to do for yourself. And people would kind of shame you for it. People would say that it's completely unnecessary. Your friends will continue to play games and they will drag you into it and make it so difficult for you to quit. But you have to understand that for the outcomes you want, for the outcomes that we want, if we want to be impressive, we want to be somebody who's admired and respected in real life fields, and dominate, social situations and dominate social hierarchies and things like that and be respected and admired, we just cannot afford to play video games. If we want to lead, if we want to be somebody who's sharp and who can speak well and carry themselves really well and be somebody who's responsible for others, we just can't afford to play video games, however fun it is. And of course, now and then, when things get really easy and we are distracted, we're eventually going to relapse a little bit and whatever, man, just delete it and carry on. Video games are making you uglier, video games are making you slower, video games are affecting how you carry yourself, video games affect your posture even, how you look, video games affect how present you are in your conversations. Video games affect your relationships. Video games affect your sleep. Video games affect your focus, your capability, your responsibility, you know, everything. Legitimately everything. And it puts a huge debuff on everything you do in life. Makes every endeavor you partake more and more difficult to make progress, simply because you're slowing yourself down by fucking up your dopamine receptors and making rewards in those areas less rewarding, making you enjoy endeavors less. So you got to be really, really careful when you tell yourself excuses like video games are fine in moderation and I'm going to play them if I want to, and 1 hour a day is perfectly fine. But yeah, you got this. I love you. It's a better world.